What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. Today, Dundrek and his companions are heading back into the Shadow Deep proper. We have made it to the bottom of the stairs, and we are now ready to journey through the Swampland. There's swamp zombies, and spiders, and flies, and deep water we gotta swim through. Oh my! Huh. I'm glad Sigvald had gotten called away to his monastery to do some paladin stuff. He unfortunately couldn't join us for this mission. So, if you hadn't hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification, please consider doing that to help prevent the Shadow Deep from growing and taking over all of the world, Alador and beyond. And let's get into this game of Rangers of Shadow Deep. For nearly a full day, you and your companions carefully climbed down the broken stairs. Day eventually gave way to a murky twilight as the sun was blotted from the sky by the thick, dark clouds of the Shadow Deep. Most of your party have covered their faces to block out the ash and stink of the place. Finally, the stairway came to an end, in front of a boggy pool, dotted with broken ruins and a few trees. The water nearest the stairs is too deep to wade, but it appears to quickly become shallower further on. If you want to carry on with your mission, there is no choice but to swim through the dark waters until you reach solid ground. Still, it is not a decision you take lightly, for who knows what could be living beneath the surface of the dark water. Alright, what's up, folks? We're ready to get into this game of Rangers. We've got 3 clue markers that were placed randomly in a random direction from the center of the board. Each clue marker is currently guarded by a swamp zombie, which is pretty much the same as a regular zombie, except it is amphibious, so it can just move at its whatever speed it wants through the water. We got the first 8 inches of the board here, this dark part, murky part, which is deep water, so I'll have to make swim checks coming through this stuff. The bottom of the stairs is right here where Dundrek is, and everybody else is within 2 inches of that spot. We will draw an event card, 1 per turn, and I have to make some checks for some things as I'm coming down the steps, coming through this stink fog and sulfur and bog rot and everything else. So let me get to that before I forget. So to represent this nasty fog as we descend down into the Shadow Deep, we have to make either a will or survival check, whichever one is better. So I'm going to start with Dundrek, who has a will of +4, so that's the stat that I'm going to use. Oh, so he's going to take 2 points of damage. For Tobias, who is good. For Olaf, who is good with a +2. For Desdemona, who is not good. She'll take 2 points. Gorbin, who is just straight dice. He's good. And for Samuel, who is not good. He'll take 2 points of damage. With that bit of bookkeeping out of the way, we're ready for turn 1 Ranger phase, where I'm going to start with Tobias. So Tobias is in water, so we got to try to activate. Alright, Tobias is -2 to the roll. Okay, he's good. Only had to have a 5, so he can activate as normally. He is going to take a shot at that swamp zombie. Like a spear gun, bud. That is a miss. And then he's going to miss. We'll activate Dundrek. Is +1. He is good. So he's going to take a shot at that swamp zombie. Hold on now. Hold on. +40. Nope, best I can do is time. Yep, all I can do is time. So that doesn't do anything. Out 4 to there. And then we're going to try to activate Gorbin, who's got a pretty good swim roll. Oh yeah, he's golden. So he's going to come out this way towards that. Stop him right there. That way I can at least pull him into combat to cancel out the -2 for fighting in the water. Which brings us to monster phase, where this zombie, who has a movement of 4, which should be able to get to me. Yup. So he'll swim over here to Gorbin, which will pull Tobias in. And then he will swing at Tobias because Tobias has lower health. So Tobias is just not going to get the benefit of support here. They cancel each other out. Tobias gets a 13. No, a 12. And Zombie gets a 12. So they'll push each other back, I believe. Or maybe they both deal damage. Deal damage, nobody steps back. Okay, so I got 12 over his armor, at his armor 12, so I will deal no damage to him. And he's got 12 at my armor 11, he will deal 1 damage to me. It then comes back to me in my companion phase. So I'm going to try to activate Jameson, who has light armor. He's good. He can do his thing. Ends right here. Not able to swing, but getting into the kerfuffle at least. We'll go with Olaf. Ooh. Olaf is going to fail by 2. So he'll take 2 damage, and he cannot activate or do it. Try Tobias. 17, he's good. Samuel was the other one who had already gone. I got them mixed up sometimes. My apologies. He's going to swim to here and then take a shot at that zombie. He'll be at -1 because of things. But that will hit nonetheless. 15, 14, yes. And that'll be 14 over armor 12. So 2 damage to that zombie. Try to activate. She does with no problem. It will swim over this way. And that will bring us to the end of turn 1. We'll go to the event phase where I get a red 8. Red 8 is not too bad. That's 1 giant fly at the base of the stair. Bringing us to turn 2. Ranger phase, where I'm going to activate Gorbin. Okay. Gorbin is a-okay good to go. Then Gorbin is going to swing at that zombie. Oh my goodness. Well, that is what it is, I guess. Yeah, wow, this dice is bad. I'm going to use a different one. That is going to be 7 damage to Gorbin. We'll try to activate Jameson, who does activate. He'll try to swing at that zombie. He does a good job and absolutely cuts that zombie in half. Okay. He will then swim himself to right there, so he's out of the deep water, and he will activate that clue table. Getting a 14. Need to make a read runes roll here. Target number 8. I do not decipher what that says. Dundrek, who is good, and he will swim all the way out. So, this zombie, who has the lowest health, will double move and get to right here, I'm sure, which will pull Dundrek and Jameson into the... But it took him a double move to get there, so he cannot swing right now. Next will be the giant fly, which will go at Olaf and take a swing. Right. Okay, pretty good job, Olaf. You're at fight 4, so you're just +2 there, so 14 over their armor of 6. You'll smush that fly right up against the stairwell. That bringing me to companion phase. We're gonna activate Samuel. Ooh. Who's going to take 5 damage right there. We're going to try to activate Desdemona, who swims just fine out of that deep water. Next, we'll go to Tobias, who swims just fine right here, almost out of the deep water. We'll go to Olaf. Oh, goodness gracious. Olaf is going to take 5 damage there. I heard terrible things about this mission and how deadly this water could be. But goodness gracious, I'm getting it. That should be gone. That is everybody on my side. Let's draw an event card. Red 9. Red 9 is another giant fly. Apparently the fly holes that I sealed on the way down have been opened back up. So, Ranger phase. Was this? If this was within an inch, that was within an inch, so that would have forced combat there. So, I'm going to start with Jameson, and he's going to swing at that. It's currently +6 to this roll. That is 21, which will smite that zombie in half. Good job, Jameson. You are getting in here, buddy. You want to stick around in the party, don't you? I can tell. We might just keep you around. Moving between Dundrek and this giant ancient growth tree stump. Dundrek is then going to shoot at that zombie. +4 to the shot. 21 over 6. That will kill that zombie. Pin cushion him. Swip all the way back. Pins him into those bushes and trees. Okay. So this isn't what I wanted to have to do right now, but I think it's what I... Oh, man, hold on. I'm going to heal Samuel, and then I'm going to move this way. No, I'm not. I don't want to move her over there by herself. We're going to move this way. So then we go to monster phase, where this fly will attack Olaf. All right. Oh, no. That's not good. So 117 over my armor of 12 is 5 damage. That will, I think, sink Olaf. No, he'll be at 1. So we're going to try to activate Olaf. Ooh. Okay. If he doesn't drown, and then he's going to have to try to fight this fly. Okay. That's 15 plus 2. Yes, that will murderate that fly. And then he can finally swim away. Gorbin. Ooh, he has +3. So he'll take 1 damage there, but he won't be able to activate. Try to activate Samuel, who does activate out of the water. Tobias is still in the water. 4. Oh, goodness. He's going to take everybody on my team. So we'll go to event phase, which is a red ace. Randomly choose. There's 2 of them in here. 9. I guess I need to say, so even is Gorbin. Odd. But it doesn't matter, because when I put him there, they're both going to snap in. Okay. We're going to try to activate Gorbin. 2, 3. Oh, he does activate. He's good. He's good. Okay, so he'll activate, and he's going to swing at that zombie. 8 plus Gorbin. +3 is 11, which will hit him, but won't deal damage, but I can push him back. Just swim away. We're gonna, now that I'm free, yes, I'm going to try to take a shot here. Yes, we're going to try to take a shot at that zombie with Samuel. Samuel getting a 19 to an 18, which will hit and be enough to kill him. Dundrek will activate, and he's going to double move this way. Right there. There are currently no monsters on the board, so it goes straight to my companion phase, where I'm going to activate Tobias. See if I can get him the rest of the way out of that water. Yes, he is good. Moment of truth. Come on, I know it's hard for dwarves to swim. That's why I was worried about bringing him, because dwarves are very dense creatures. Unfortunately, he will sink beneath the sludge. And this is where everybody ends up at the end of that companion phase. We will now draw our event card, which is a red 7. Ooh, it's a sinkhole. We have to randomly select somebody. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going this way. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gorbin has become entangled in some strangle roots. So he's going to have to make a strength 12 check at the beginning of his next activation. Phase. Dundrek's going to move 5 to right there. Desdemona, maybe? Let me see. Yes, so Desdemona is going to fall back to try and help Gorbin pull himself out. So Gorbin's going to activate next. He's got to make this strength check. Target number 2. Oh, snap. He's strength plus H. He didn't need no help. Yeah, he didn't need. He's going to then pull his feet out of that route and move this way, heading towards to take a jump after that clue marker. That'll do it for that. No monsters on the field, so I'm going to move the rest, shuffle the rest of my companions around and show you what that looks like when we're done. Everybody ends up just kind of pulling these guys together a little bit to consolidate that a little bit in case something pops up. Hopefully nothing pops out over here on Desdemona. Dundrek right there behind that tree, heading over here to investigate that clue marker. Let's draw an event card. Red 10. This is one that I don't like. I hate the ones like this. We got a heavy rain moving in. So all my line of sight is reduced to 8 inches. I don't like that. And all my shooting attacks are at -2. I also don't like that because I like being a shooty pew pew boy. But it is what it is. That's what the event cards gave us. It could have been much worse. So, moving forward to turn 6. Is going to double move to the token or the clue, and we'll see what it is. We got a 3. I found a treasure token. Outstanding. Moving forward, Gorbin is going to move over that way. Climbing up onto the stump, preparing to dive onto that clue token next turn. Still no monsters. Oh, wait. I have one more friend to activate. So Desdemona will move this way with a double move, stopping right there. No monsters, so the rest of my companion phase, I'm just going to group up some. Just like that. Okay, let's draw an event card. Red 4. Swamp Zombie in a random corner. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Swamp Zombie. Right there. Alright, so Gorbin is going to dive in and investigate that clue token. It is a 1. We can't have the same one twice. 18 blade, and I need to make an armory check. Target number 6. Which I do, and I realize that it is useful, and I should keep it. Awesome. Dundrek is going to move this way. Monster phase. This zombie can see Dundrek, so he'll move 6 inches towards him. Being the only monster, we will go to my companion phase, where Tobias is going to move up 3, and then try to take a shot at that zombie. -4 to Tobias's shot, which will put him at a -2 to the dice roll. 2 for the event card, the heavy rain. 1 for moving and then shooting, and then 1 for the intervening terrain, that tree that is in between him and the zombie. -2, 15 still crushes it. 15 over 12 will deal 3 damage to that zombie. Samuel will do the same. Samuel does not do so well. Jameson is going to move up just enough to create a cluster there for the next go round. And that's going to do it for turn 7. So we'll go to turn 8. And we'll draw an event card. Red Jack. So we got to make a health roll for swamp diseases. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. So Dundrek. Okay. Target number 16. He cannot fail with his health. His health is 18. Yeah, he cannot fail. Yep, he's good. No worries. Turn 8 Ranger phase. Dundrek's just going to move up his 4 and then sit. I don't want to get too terribly close to that zombie right now. We're going to try to activate Gorbin, get him out of that dirty water. He is good. Running up out of the swamp saying, "Hey, you guys, look what I found. It's a cool sword thing." We'll activate Tobias, who will take a shot at the zombie at even dice roll. Because I had it wrong last time. He shouldn't have been at 4, he should have been at 3. Because he has 3. Even roll. That is a miss. Well, no. Yeah, that is a miss. Zombie will double move to here and snap both of them in, but not be able to swing. Bringing us to companion phase, where Jameson will swing at. Wait. Samuel didn't shoot yet. We're going to move Samuel in. He's not going to swing. I just want him in there for support. So he will be swinging at +8. 6 plus 8 is 14, which will deal 2 damage to that zombie. Desdemona is just going to move kind of around this nonsense. She doesn't have any time for that pitter-patter. Right there, where we will draw a red queen as the event card. Causes a frenzy. There's something stirring, howling in the night, whatever. All monsters on the next turn, turn 9, will get +2 to their fight. We're going to activate Jameson. They're at 21. Jameson is at +8 still. But that still only takes him to an 18, so he's going to take some damage there. He's going to take armor 11. He's going to take 10 damage, so he'll be at 1. He can double move in, but won't be able to swing, but he can be there for support. We're going to activate Tobias and see if maybe he can deal with that zombie. Tobias will also be at +8. 11. Ooh, that's not good. That's 19 to their 21, which is going to take Tobias down. Will then activate and swing at Jameson, who has taken the most damage. Jameson will get +8 to the roll because he's base 4. Oh my goodness! I finally am able to deal 1 damage. They weren't talking about it. They weren't lying about a frenzy. That'll deal the 1 damage that I need to deal with that jerk right there. Goodness gracious, he absolutely just went through just wrecking house. To companion phase, Desdemona is just going to move over here. Gorbin will move up to the rest of the group. Right there, show him this cool knife that he found. And then we'll go to an event phase. Red 5. Alright, this is the one that I definitely didn't really want to see. 3. So 1, 2, 3. Knoll Patrol will enter over here. Turn 10. Honestly, I don't want anything to do with them. I'm already pretty beaten up right now. So I'm going to spend my turn just moving this way away. Like, their line of sight is going to keep them. The 8-inch, the heavy rain line of sight thing is going to affect them the same as it does me. So I'm going to spend my turn just moving away. These 3 movements are my ranger phase. We'll do monster phase, and we show you where everything is. Just kind of double move. This one, however, we'll be able to move and get into range to shoot. It doesn't really say if they can move and then shoot, but it makes sense, so I'm going to do it. However, it will be at -4. Because moved, intervening, and heavy rain. I'm good. It whiffs by Gorbin's head. Gorbin will then move this way, and that will end the game. I'm skirting through the swamps as the Knoll Patrol chases me. I'm just going to lose them down here in the bayou. Let's get into some post-game. Let's make the roll for Olaf. Oh, man. He's dead. Olaf is just dead. He's gone. Goodbye, friend. Thank you for your companionship along the way. That's a bummer. Just made it to the bottom of the steps, just drowned. We'll do Tobias, who is going to be just fine. A little sad about his friend Olaf. Make a navigation check with Dundrek to see if I can map the swamp. I definitely can. It was target number 8. Everybody except Tobias will get 2 progression points. Tobias will get 1. Dundrek will get a total of 21 XP, which is not a lot, but it's enough to get me a level. So I will go up to level 7. And I will choose to improve my shoot again, taking me to a shoot of 5. Not a lot of XP that one. I didn't find a lot of the things that you're supposed to find, I think. Jameson will take the bone blade, discarding his regular sword. Treasure token that Dundrek is carrying, which will be a 2, which will be gold and jewel. I will be taking the 10 XP. And that, my friends, is going to do it for today's game of Rangers of Shadow Deep, the Swamplands. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for sticking by, hanging out while I rolled some dice and drowned in the swamp today. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And as always, I'd like to say a big, huge, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to our patrons who support us and pledge to us over on Patreon. You guys are the absolute best. If you enjoyed the content you saw here today and that's something that you would like to consider doing to help out the channel, go over there, check out the link in the description, check out the Patreon. There's a lot of cool stuff over there, including access to our Discord server. Talk to me, hang out with me, talk about our work, what we got going on in the hobby, some shout outs, all kinds of cool stuff. Check it out if that's something that you think you would be into. And regardless of whether or not you do that, I want you to know that I am incredibly grateful that you decided to stop by and spend part of your day with me today, rolling dice and pushing toy soldiers around. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And as always, may the dice be ever in your favor.